Welcome into Out of Office Talks with the Eastern Shore Chamber, and we're here at the Threaded Oyster, and it is my privilege to have Christopher Lugo with us tonight. Christopher, what is your title there?
Yeah, so I'm the Director of Workforce Development and Governmental Affairs.
Tell us about your role. What does it encompass?
So there's really three things to my role. It's developing workforce programs. We have several at the Chamber. We have STEPS, which is the Student Training and Exploration Program. We have Youth Leadership Program. And then the other part is employer engagement. So really building those relationships with the employers and businesses. But I would say overall, my title, my focus is building those relationships with the employers to develop a better workforce for them in the future.
So how does that look?
So I would think making those connections and providing the essential workforce for them. So that means reaching them when they're young,
right?
Teaching them what to do, how to work, and then growing them into a full-time job.
And in your role, how are you pushing to get that completed?
Yeah, so we have two specific programs at the Chamber, and that's STEPS, which is the Student Training and Exploration Program. That is 9th through 12th grade. And so we take them on job shadowing programs and kind of career days. So for example, we took a group of 9th graders to the Daphne Police Department to kind of show them what exactly happens at the police department, what our fine civic public servants do. And so just exposing them to things they may not see. And then we have the Youth Leadership Program, which is kind of the elite. It's an elite 7-month program where they have to apply, they have to interview, then they get accepted, and then they go on different program days where they go into civic, they talk about history, they talk about environmental, and they have kind of different community service projects that they have to complete within those 7 months. And it goes back into the community.
So when does the application process start with leadership?
So youth leadership applications start in April. And so that includes Daphne High School, Fairhope High School, Spanish Fort High School, Bayside Academy, Bayshore Academy, St. Michael's, and homeschoolers. So we're just trying to cover the entire Eastern Shore.
That is fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. And all they got to do is go through the Chamber to connect with that.
Yes.
But the application process is over now.
Yes.
And when does the actual program begin for these that were selected?
We are starting this month. We start with an opening retreat, which is kind of introducing the kids to each other, getting that networking peer community together, and really showing how this whole process works. You have to show up, you have to be committed, you have to be excited to participate. So that opening retreat starts this month, and then it goes until that whole year. You know,
I'm focused on leadership now. We'll get to STEP just in a second, but the leadership part of it, I think that is really missing today. And I think when we talk about, you hear about people say how this generation doesn't want to do that, or this generation doesn't do this. I think these kind of initiatives really push that narrative away.
With youth leadership, there are a couple aspects to look at, and that's leadership and training, community engagement, career preparedness, and professional development. And so all of these things we implement in this program, because one of the main things that we hear from local employers, from small business owners, is that we need a generation that can not look at their phone, that can show up on time, that can act in a professional manner. And so I actually went to a conference a couple months ago, and they were talking about that they were soft skills. And I had another lady said, I don't like the soft skills term. How about we rename them as power skills? And that really kind of hit with me, because we do need to kind of reframe how we're looking at it. Because back in the day, that's just what we were taught. I look in you in the eye, I shake your hand. But now we need to teach these kids what to do, how to do it. And so giving that name, that power skill side of it, kind of empowers the student. So really just preparing them, the next generation, for the workforce is a lot of my job.
The STEP is a significant initiative for the Chamber as well. Explain how the program supports and prepares students.
Yeah, so STEP is the Student Training and Exploration Program, as I said. That is 9th through 12th, just the 3 high schools, Daphne, Fairhope, and Spanish Fort. And they are a great group of kids. They are an untapped potential for the workforce, for the future workforce. So we kind of coach them on enhanced career preparedness, leadership skills, social mobility, and economic equity. So really what that means is kind of preparing them for the workforce. They may not go to a 4-year college, but we need to show them that there are other pathways possible. And so, especially on the Eastern Shore, even if it's across the bay, even if it's in North Baldwin, I mean, there are opportunities for these young kids. And they really engage in what we're doing. And so really trying to teach them these skills so they can prosper and give back in the community. Because a lot of them may not go to college, may not do a trade, may not do anything. And so as a community, reaching them is the main thing that we need to do. And so through this program, that's what we're doing. One initiative that we're starting this year is a career closet. And so a lot of these kids are from low poverty or low income households. And so providing them with just the essentials, a button-up, a tie, khakis, a blouse, just something to present themselves to an employer or to anybody just in a positive way, in a powerful way. It's something that these kids need.
In the career development and the career exploration, do you talk about entrepreneurship at all in these? Or is it more the skills to get the job?
Yeah, so in the STEP program, we're more focused on providing these skills and then providing them opportunities that they may not have. So presenting them with, hey, you can become a welder and make $80,000 a year. Hey, you can be a plumber and make $100,000. You can do these trade skills. You can do all this stuff that you don't know. You can become an entrepreneur. If that's something that you're interested in, we will provide that opportunity for you. One good example, last year we took a group to Coastal Alabama Community College.
Yep.
And they have a really good animation program. This girl actually dropped out of high school to get her GED to go to Coastal Alabama to go into their animation program. And that just kind of shows that these kids don't know what's out there. And so we kind of have to provide them with that opportunity to show them, hey, you may not know what you want to do, but here's something that you may like. So that's all we're trying to do is give them these opportunities.
Yeah, that's beautiful and fantastic, because it is amazing that when when you're going through, even though we have all this information out there, some of these kids probably have no clue that, hey, I could actually do that.
Yep.
And I could do it locally.
Yeah. And make money.
And make money and make a career out of it.
Yeah.
An absolute career. It is amazing. So, Christopher, what all other things do we need? I know we haven't even scratched the surface on some of these.
Yeah.
Is there some more information that you need to give out to us about these programs or the workforce development that you're doing other than with kids?
Yeah.
Is there more workforce development stuff doing?
Oh, yeah. So basically, if you don't know, if people don't know, I've been in this job. I'm very new. So I'm just coming into it with fresh eyes, trying to see what all I can do, connect with businesses, connect with educational institutions. So my entire trajectory is just, it's ongoing. And I'm excited to grow the programs. I'm excited to meet with these businesses and make the connections. One big thing that I'm talking about with the STEP program is introducing a 12th grade internship.
Oh yeah, that'd be fabulous.
A lot of what we do, we prepare these kids and then kind of just toss them out to the wind. So if we prepare them 9th through 11th grade and then give them that hands-on internship in the 12th grade and kind of give them a way to go into full-time employment, I think that's beneficial not only for them, but for us. Because if you look at the data, the kids that are doing these internships in Baldwin County are more likely to stay in Baldwin County. Mm-hmm. So I'm just very excited about all that we're doing at the chamber, and I love the staff and everybody, so I'm just excited to be here.
So I think that'll wrap us up for Out of Office Talks with the Eastern Shore Chamber here at the Threaded Oyster. I'm with Firewatch Business, and I did want to say that we are looking for different locations to borrow your couch. So if you have a couch and you want us to come to your location and do it, our next location is at Back of the Motion with Dr. Abby Parrish. So we're happy to have her on board to do that with us on the next one. But if we're looking for couches to hang out on and feature your business here, we have many opportunities in the chamber. Look us up, eschamber.com, and certainly in the workforce development with Christopher. And if you want to get in contact with him, easternshore-chamber.com. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'm Jason Schmidt, Firewatch Business. This has been Out of the Office Talks with the Eastern Shore Chamber.